What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Here we fucking go. Holy smokes and hidden truths. Purple pill. What's going on, everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Purple pill. Oh, I've been waiting for like about a half an hour to do this. See, when we first created whatever the fuck this community is, it used to be a drinking club. Yeah, it's a drinking club. That's how it started. So, I mean, we carried on through my streams and through Chris at the House of Bad Influence, Hobie. We carry on that tradition, the original way we used to be, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sad. Just sad. I thought we were going to go one path. We took another path. I was like, that's no fun. Could have had art and culture and music and movies and all the things that could have happened, and now nothing. It's sad, really. Could have made a lot of money. Could have. I always said that too, because when I saw the conservative movement coming up, like the Tom McDonald's, and I don't know if like really conservative, I guess that's the conservative Inc. people now, you would call them, who's up and coming in that genre, I guess, of the woke right. We have the woke left, we have the woke right. It's awesome. All these little different factions happening. You see it from center to the right. I don't pay attention to the left, because once you start going left, I'm like, you're pretty well far gone. I'm sure there's like different fracturing factions and different like little groups and stuff on the left, but I don't really give a fuck what they're retarded anyway. I look at the right, and that's all I see. Like I was watching on Osmond Gold, he was some senator was talking, and they're trying to separate. There's a separation, a fracturing happening across the right. It's all a fucking psyop, all of it. All of it's a psyop. Chris Freestyle, what's up, my man? At least there's no Inya so far. Inya so far? At least there's no Inya so far. Inya? Inya? Fuck is Inya? So far out of the loop, so far gone, so stepped back, so out of the way that I've got to bring it up. It's one of my bits. I gotta bring it up. First thing, of course, first thing, we've got to talk about this dude. Come on. It's gonna be this computer's so slow. Is it even still recording? I don't know. Oh, come on, don't be retarded with me now. This is stupid. I know it's gonna have trouble tonight. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I just got a blue spinning wheel of death here. Don't kick me out, please. Pretty please. Just do the thing. If I stop touching things, will you work? If I just stop touching things. But it was supposed to make me a new computer. It's like, well, great. That'd be awesome. Should get on that. Be a good time. Did I already have a cigarette or no? Oh, no, come on. Don't be retarded. Oh, what are you gonna do? Welcome to hell. Oh, what is that? Dear me, no. It's not responding. No shit, Sherlock. A whole bunch of things is not happening. We've got a white screen of death. I don't know. I'm gonna have a cigarette. I'm waiting for this thing to work and do things. I can't do anything anyways. See what happens. 4 minutes in, not bad. This is gonna be the stream of a lifetime. Stream of a lifetime. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for it to actually work. I know I have a lighter in here somewhere. What do I do? What do I do? Technically speaking, I should be able to. This is stop doing things. Like them all at one time. Jeez. Oh, well, we're back. Somewhat. Okay. Well, in this one. Instrument. Done? Nope. In close room. There. Done. Ooh, what was going on with that, eh? Crazy. Try to pull up an article. Maybe we won't pull up any articles. They don't want me fucking streaming. That's why, because they already know that I know. They know that I know, right? So, I mean, how do you, but you don't want them to know that you know, right? So, how do you know, but them not knowing that you know, right? Stuck around for so long. It must have been a blank screen. You guys just sitting there in the chat talking away? Probably. So I'm not gonna take your article. How much time did we lose? 10 minutes. Awesome. That was a good time. Derek could be proud. I don't know. I had a big show. I've been mulling this stuff over for weeks. I'm still doing it. I'm still mulling it over. I don't know how to articulate it. That's the problem. The problem is I'm too stupid and I don't know how to articulate it. That's what it is. So the thing I put on Facebook was that if you woke up in a psyop and you realized it was a psyop, what do you do now? Now what do you do? I look at, because I'm putting the pieces together, right? I'm trying to put all these pieces together because I'm kind of stupid. And I came to the realization that I'm stupid. Stupider than those above me, right? Those with like 200, 300, 400 IQs. Obviously, I'm not that bright. Comparatively speaking. Comparatively speaking. That's all I'm saying. It's like, I'm trying. You ever try to do the reverse Cunning-Druger effect? Try to do that. Okay, if I'm not as smart as I think I am, and there's more that I don't know that I know, then what would someone smarter than me be doing? That's the way I looked at it. So I step back and I'm surveying the field, and we fucked up. We fucked up hard. Did we ever fuck up? But the train's already left the station, Billy. And there's lumber on there and steel and water for cows. Don't ask me. I don't. The train's already flying down the track. What do you do? What do you do now? Because you can't stop the train. You can't stop it. What are they using the train for? Where are they directing the train? That's the question. Why set it up? It's a setup. 5, 6 years in the making that I know of, that I can go back. And it's probably been planned further than that. Boys will be boys. Did you like that commercial? Boys will be boys. Remember that? All that shit that went on a couple years ago? All the ads and all the propaganda? Do you remember? I do. It was bugging me. Life will imitate art. So it's like you're a rebel spy. I don't know, man. I'm just sitting back and I'm watching, because this shit's going global. It's so fucking global right now. The UK is, we're becoming the UK, where you can't post memes, you can't have an argument, you can't have a disagreement on the left or the right. It was bad enough that you couldn't talk to the left-wing woke imbeciles that are out there, and they're not right. You can't tell me they're right. Are they right or are they wrong? Are they right or are they wrong? How could someone who is wrong, obviously they're wrong, how could someone who is wrong be right? That's the question. Because they're obviously wrong. 2 + 2 does not equal 5. You people are crazy. There's only 2. There's a boy and a girl, and like that's it. What part of, like, it's biology and science? Duh. Okay, so there's no talking to them because they're wrong. They're just wrong. They've done the math, they've done the equations, and they have the wrong answer. So how could someone who is wrong be right? Well, they can't. That's impossible. But if you, what is it? It's problem. No, what is it?
problem. What is the solution thing? Problem reaction solution. I believe so. And they're smarter than us, so they knew what we were going to be doing. They knew what we would do. So they set it up so we would do what they would want, what they wanted us to do, and then they predicted it years ago. It's a fucking setup. What do you do now? Now what do you do? What's their next move? All I'm seeing right now is in the States, and it's the States and Canada, where there's this rhetoric against white nationalism, hate groups, hate online, all this shit that's coming out right now. And even the right, like I was saying before it cut me off, the right is fracturing to remove itself from the others. They're making a bad guy. That's what they're doing. They're making a bad guy, a scapegoat, fall guy, something. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know. But I do know is that they knew we would react this way. They knew it. They planned it. Didn't matter who, didn't matter when. They planned this shit. This shit's been planned. They know what the fuck. They don't know what we're doing. Like, fuck, they don't. Oh, do you know, my shoulder's fucked. Yeah, my shoulder's fucked. My knee's fucked. I'm almost 50. I don't think I'd be good for the draft. Don't think so. No, yeah, like, I'm a drunk. Then you know. Oh yeah, I'm part of the drinking club. We just drink all the time. We drink, we smoke dope. I smoke cigarettes. I don't work out at all. I eat unhealthy. Horribly out of shape. Horribly out of shape. I'm much more emotionally stable if I'm at home with my wife. Much more emotionally stable. So obviously, I can't do the draft. I'd make a horrible. There's a draw. I mean, because they're going to use 300,000 federal servants to make up for the Canadian Army. Are you fucking crazy? What is this? The draft? Are people getting paid? Like, are you paying me to shoot a gun? I'll shoot a gun. I don't mind shooting a gun. Fuck. Do I get to drive a tank? You know, is there a salary involved? Like, is there money involved here? Who's getting the work? Who's getting hired? Is it foreigners or is it us? Like, you know, is it open to everyone, or are they going to use diversity? Oh, fuck, good Jesus, because the Army's going through the whole fucking race thing now. Because of hate online. Don't forget that there's hate online. Lots of hate, so much hate. So are they going to use the DEIs for that? Influx of new Canadians. They've already cut the restrictions. They've cut the oh my gosh, what they did to try to get people to join the armed forces is disgusting. The vets must be just cringing. It's horrible. Is that what they're getting at the federal servants? What federal servants? What are you talking about? Which ones? Do you have job postings up? What do you mean federal servants? What are you talking about? Who? What federal? 300,000. You're going to make, what are they, reservists? Are you going to hire 300,000 reservists? Like, fuck. Reg forces hate reservists. They think they're pathetic and weak and disgusting. They do. They talk shit about them all the time. And the reccees talk shit about the infantry, and I'm sure the Seasword talk shit about the reccees, and so on and so forth. And up the chain it goes. So what? Are these people going to be under reservists? So how are you supposed to look a reg forces officer or private in the eye? Like, you shouldn't. You better not. You don't deserve to. 300,000. It's a draft. And it's a funny thing too. I got thinking about a lot of these groups that are out that do activities. They do, you know, paper mache and do arts and crafts and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I'm not posting anything online about me working out. No fucking way. Oh. No fucking way. It's a fucking everything is a psyop. Everything. The mask, even the mask for 2020. Everyone had to wear a mask. If you didn't wear a mask, well, that meant you're a dissident, and they'd probably use facial recognition software on you to see who is and who is not, who's complying, who's not. Store the facial recognition data in a fucking supercomputer somewhere, and now the reverse is happening, where people are wearing masks to try to hide their identity, and the other people aren't. Some people are, and some people aren't. And can they fucking wear dark sunglasses under those fucking masks, boys? Dark sunglasses, big glasses. I'd wear big glasses because I'd be worried that even like this, that the facial recognition could still, and they have my data from before when I didn't wear a mask. If that's stored, oh, he's definitely a dissident. He's not a rule follower. That man doesn't follow the rules. He's trouble. He's a troublemaker. That guy. Yeah, we've got data on him. That's one of the ones that didn't wear a mask. He didn't wear a mask. This guy. He won't follow the rules. Been doing some research on the churches. I don't dare pull it up. Fuck, I don't want to freeze this computer again. Pastor down in the States, who he took another wife. He did. Yeah, he took another wife. He's 2 wives. Weird. That's a great troll. I love it for a troll. You should, especially women, when you start talking about this shit with women, their fucking eyes roll back in their head, steam comes out their ears. It's amazing. It's so much fun to do. You can't have more than one wife. Well, technically, what do you mean? Where do I live? Because according to the Bible, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Only deacons. So this pastor, no, he cannot. You cannot be a deacon or a pastor and have more than one wife. You cannot. That's just the rules. That's the way it is. Right? It's just the way it is. You can't. You're a deacon, you're a pastor. That says so. Paul says so. What if I didn't want to be a deacon or pastor? Oh, well, then things change, in my opinion. In my opinion, things change. And I mean, you'll fight people tooth and nail and how, it was outlawed and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what the Bible says. So this is the way I look at it. Does the Bible say that you have to have more than one wife? No, it does not. Does the Bible also dictates that we have to follow the law of the land, as long as the law of the land does not intercede with the law of God. So the law of God supersedes all. And as long as the law of the land falls under the law of God, we have nothing to say. We shut our mouths and just keep along. That's just the way. Does it say that we can't do that in the Bible? No. Okay, well, shit. I guess we have to do it then. Right? So that's how I am. Even with smoking weed and drinking, stuff like that, as long as you're not a drunkard, blah, 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 you can still, you find those edges, man. You got to get to the edge. You get to the edges of scripture and you just sort of run your fingers. Well, where is the line at exactly? So technically speaking, yes, you can have more than one wife as long as the state or country that you live in dictates it. You can. If the country or state that you that you live in dictates that you are only allowed to have one, you're stuck with one. The Bible doesn't say that you have to have more than one wife. Could you? Yes, technically. As long as again, though, I mean, there are stipulations. Do you want to be a pastor? Do you want to be a deacon? Yes. Well, then I'm sorry, you're stuck with one. Like Paul said, who's that was found in Timothy. So Paul wrote it. Paul wasn't married. Paul said you shouldn't get married. Paul said that a man is supposed to be, a man or a woman is supposed to be devoted you should devote your entire life to God. Your entire embodiment of your being should be devoted to God. And if you get married, your devotion is divided between God and your spouse. Now it's divided. So it's better if you don't. If you cannot resist sexual temptation, by all means get married. By all means. But if it had his way, no one would be married at all, period. So I mean, that's pretty actually that's pretty liberal for Paul to say that, in all honesty. But I love the subject. It's great. I love the topic. It's fun as hell to just bug people with. I'm like, I don't want to be fucking, I don't want to be, I don't want to be a deacon. How many can I have? Oh, that's funny. When it just snap. Fuck, it's fun. I need a sister wife. Too many chores. I hear you. I couldn't buy filters for my respirator during the big C. What? Really? Really? During by C or by during by C? During by C. I couldn't buy my respirator during by C. Paul collected coins. Well, that's a good way of doing it. Sure. He collected coins? For what? What are we talking about? I'm kind of confused now. What's going on in this chat? Now I'm trying to get in your head, Oily Film. What are you talking about? What's your point? What is the thing you're trying to say? I'm just totally lost in my own little world. I have a new reality. It's nice. I like my new group that I'm in. It's 4 of us. Technically 3, but whatever. It's just a different reality. It's like just being dad at home. Come home from work, take a shower, crack a beer, watch some MasterChef. Just gotten right into MasterChef. It's an awesome show. Woke is like it's not overtly woke, but it's like they're trying to like one Muslim, one token. Like, holy fuck. Oh man. Some of the fucking characters on there is hilarious. But once I stepped back into my own little bubble, and I looked out and went, oh fuck. Well, that's nice. Now what the fuck do we do? Now what? I'm curious. I look at it like we're just spectators. A lot of times I feel just like a spectator. I'm a witness. That was it. Yeah, a witness. I get all high and I go stand outside on the front porch and I smoke cigarettes and think. Witness. To witness. Jehovah's Witness. A witness. To be a witness. I was thinking, like, what's my purpose here? Like, what is my purpose? Like, just a witness. I'm just a witness to this. I'm just witnessing it all happen in front of me. These are our 60s. I was always jealous that, I was like, oh, I wish I was around in the 60s with Jimi Hendrix and, Led Zeppelin and Woodstock and all the, that hippie groovy stuff. I was always mad that I missed out on that. And then the 2020s went, whoa, shit, this is crazy. 90s were great. So the 90s were the 50s and these are our 60s. And I did the math. It normally lasts, so it's been 60 years. So from 60s to 2020 was 60 years. Okay, so what does that mean? 60 years between eras, almost between the 1960s and the 2020s. 60 years. So if these are our 60s, that meant our 2000s, 90s was like those 50s, right? From 2020 to 2010 was supposed to be our 50s. That's not right. I'm talking about the 1990s was more our like 1950s ish era. But we're definitely in our civil unrest and the culture war that is just fucking still raging on, baby. Holy fuck. The minute you think we're getting ahead or winning, we lose on different points and accesses. And then people almost switch sides. It's gross to watch. Like when you watch the conservative ink people, it's just gross and disgusting. I think I'm watching too much Joe Rogan. I think that's what it is. Because I'm coming home upset. You want to take the violent route. You do. You want to take the violent route. This, when I first became Christian, was one of the problems I had. Because I was into this fucking shit back then. Back in 96 when I converted to Christianity. Was it 96? It was 96, 1996. 30 years? It's been 30 years. 1996. Almost 2026. What is that? I'm retarded. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, my phone. Well, how many years is that? Fine, don't tell me, chat. That's cool. No, make me look it up on myself. That's fine. 1996. Oops, that's wrong. 1996 minus 2026. 30 years exactly. Creepy. Half of a 60. Half of an era. We're entering into the age of Aquarius. The era of AI. It's a new era. It of course is gonna. I think it's gonna shake people up. It's gonna make them question their realities, question their beings. What can I do? What can I say? Is it the time to speak or the time to be quiet? That's the question. I think all the smart people aren't saying anything. I think they're being quiet. They're just watching, waiting to see which way this thing turns. It'll either fizzle out and be nothing in history, it'll be like a small little and then flatline and nothing. That's what normally happens. Like there's just been ripples and then silence for years. So we'll see how far who's to blame, who's in charge, who's calling the shots. I think they all are. You are too by CDGP Grey. You are too. You're two hemispheres, the left and right hemisphere that talk to each other across the corpus callosum, and it creates the you that is you. It is your spirit, right? And when you have a wife and you talk back and forth and you have intercourse, whatever, what have you, and you interchange, that creates the spirit of the household. And then you have a peaceful agreement with your neighbor and your community. You have a peaceful agreement amongst you that creates another spirit, and so on and so forth, into cities and provinces and states and countries that becomes entities, spiritual entities. And there's a spiritual entity that is moving and shaping culture, and it's all of them talking back and forth with each other. That's what it is. It's all of them. Who is it? It's the Rockefellers. It's the Soros. It's all the billionaires. It's the people with power who can move money and destroy lives. And it's those people, yeah. And them talking amongst each other creates this cultural phenomenon. And it sways and it moves politics back and forth, and you can see it moving. Sometimes against you, sometimes for you, but it's alive and it's moving. Everywhere, because who's to blame? Who is it? Who's the man behind the curtain? Who's the man behind the curtain? Who's the guy? Who's the one? Who's the one who will be the one with all the power? That's who the one will be, because we all want to be the one. Every streamer you watch, every rock star, every movie star, they all want to be the one. And what did Satan say? Satan said to Jesus, "Bow down and worship to me. I will give you all the kingdoms and all the riches of all the world, because it has been given to me, and I can give it to whomever I choose." Whoever he chooses. So you want to be rich and famous, and you want the world, you want to be one, well, you have to serve Satan to get it. That's it. You have to serve him in some way. In some way, if you want all the riches, you want all the power, you want all the glory, you want all the followers, you want all the peeps, you want all the fame, you want everything, then you have to serve Satan. Because he controls it all. And he gives it to whoever he chooses. In some way, in some form. That's just a fact. So they all want to be the one. The one, the Antichrist. That's the guy. That's the one. That's who they want to rule the world. Everybody does. Everybody wants to rule the world. And if you don't, what is it? It's there are those who want to be the one. And there's another part to it. If I can think of it. I can't remember. Those who want to be the one and those who are looking for the one to follow them. They want to follow the one. That you either want to be him or you want to follow him. One of the two. That's how it goes. One of the two. You're looking for him. Who's the next leader? Is it Trump? Is it fucking Maxime Bernier? Who's gonna save me? Who's gonna plot the course? Who's gonna do the call sign? Who's gonna shoot up the flare? One thing I learned is no one's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, so you have to save yourself. Period. It's a time to be selfish. Yes, it is. You because you're going to be. You're going to obviously. You'll pick you every time, right? You'll pick you every time. So it's you and nothing. Some people want to be saved, though. Some people want that person to follow. Like I remember with Trump. It's there with Maxine Bernier. Everyone thought Maxine was the guy. That's the guy that's going to lead the way. No. Pierre's going to do it. PP's going to lead the way out of this woke nonsense, out of this nightmare of wokeness. No. We got Carney. What do you have in the States? They have Trump. Well, better than most. Better than some. A little wild. Bought, paid for, I don't know. This whole thing with Israel too. Our greatest ally. Is that supposed to be like a biblical? Are they taking this in a biblical format and not so much like, well, they're our only ally in the Middle East? That, or you believe the Bible says that those who curse Israel will be cursed? Well, that you want to be an ally with? What? Duh. God will fuck you around if you don't. They're taking it from a biblical standpoint because that is a thing. That's why I'm allowed to criticize them because I'm Christian. This is not out of hate. It's out of fucking annoyance. Mostly. It's mostly out of annoyance. Judeo-Christianity, like, no, fuck off with that nonsense. I don't want to hear it. Judeo-Christianity, no. I was doing some research. For those who like to go to church, you should be going to a Baptist church or a Pentecostal church because apparently those are the only two that are getting it right. When it comes to rightness, less like with this pastor, this pastor, it's like, it's okay for you to troll people with it, but you can't actually do it, buddy. Because he's not. I'm very legalistic when it comes to the Bible. I'm very legalistic. Like the Bible takes precedence over everything. The Bible created the thing. So the thing doesn't have control over that which creates it. That's not how this works. So Orthodox, Catholics, the Anglican for some point, some bit, the not GAFCON, which is the real Anglicans, but anyway, Presbyterians, all of them, except for the Baptist and Pentecostal, apparently. And I mean, like, you can't they're not fucking perfect, but I mean, they're doing it the most right from the Bible, as the Bible stands out and it gives you rules and regulations on what you can and cannot do. And for the most part, they're the two denominations of the Christian church that are doing it the most right. Right? But Orthodox, Catholics, all of these guys, the church over Bible, no. The church does not have authority over the Bible because the church didn't write the Bible. The Bible wrote the church. The Bible made the church, not the other way around. So the churches that think that they have a say, that they have more authority over Scripture, they are wrong. They are it's not, what's the word? It's not apostasy. They're heretics. They're just heretics. That's what they are. It's heretical. They're heretics. Catholics, Orthodox, those churches, those systems. Yeah, because they also breed what is the word? They breed those who blindly follow. Like, the book is there. I've read the book. You don't match up what the book says. So, I mean, it's just a mathematical equation. It's very simple. But yet, these people, they won't even pick up the book that you're supposed to be reading and following. Read that and compare your church to it. Then you do the rest. That's all I got to say. Pick up the Bible, read the damn thing, like read it, take it in, absorb it, understand what you're looking at, then look at the church you follow and say, do they hold water? Are they the same? How far off are they? Are you allowed to recognize the fact that they are off as well? Is a thing. Like, it's one thing, you can't be perfect, but as long as you acknowledge the fact that you're not perfect, we do have imperfections that we do have to work on. Yeah, we should work on these things. That's one thing entirely. No, the church has the final say. The church fathers know what the way is. The patriarchs, yeah, you're all full of shit. All y'all. All y'all full of shit. From Orthodox to Catholic. All y'all full of shit. I didn't write the Bible. I didn't write it. I just read it. I read the Bible. I looked at them. It's just math. They're all numbers. It's just numbers. Here's the rules. Here's what you do. You're out of bounds. You're out of whack. You're out of whack. They're out of whack. Annoying. I'm not a student of the Bible. It's easy to read. You want a good Bible? Serendipity is great. Serendipity Bible is what I would definitely suggest for anyone. Well, I can't believe I fucking made it through an hour of that nonsense. That was fun. We'll see if anyone wants to join. I'll send some links out. I don't even know if this computer can handle it. We'll find out. How to send it. Let's see who shows up. I like that idea. Let's see who joins in. Yeah, I don't care. Need approval anyway. We'll see. I don't know how the fuck this is going to do. I went into the YouTube chat too. That's funny. Halftime's coming up. It's good. It's just an old stream of me. I just wanted to rant, man. I just wanted to rant. Get shit off my chest. You know? Halftime. Even with simulation theory. Are we living in a simulation? Well, it's weird because it seems like in order to have a big brain, you have to have big hips. If you have big hips, then you don't have a symmetrically like inline body for running. And that's why black people have small hips. And that's why Asians have wide hips. But they also, they have very low center of gravity. Why? Because their hips are big. Why are their hips so big? Because their heads are big. They're unnaturally big compared to the rest of the human race. They're kind of big. They got big heads. But it's almost like it's a game of numbers, like a video game. It's almost like a video game where you have certain numbers for health and stamina and charisma and all the little stats, and you have 100 points. You can take those 100 points, you can divvy them up into 15 slots, and 3 out of 15, and that gives you an insane ratio of the odds of people picking this stat or that stat, whatever. That's how you build your character. But if you put everything in health, you have nothing in stamina. If you put everything in magic, you have nothing in health or stamina. So you have to divide them up equally in whatever you want to lean more into to be a tank. So you put more points in health. If you want to be more of a mage, then you put more in magic. If you want to be a warrior, you put more in stamina because that gives you certain buffs, whatever, right? And it's a balance, and it looks as to me that's exactly how the human race is. Really, there's a balance. There is a balance to us. Not too much of this, not too much of that. It's a balance. And if you're smarter than me, like you could take those numbers and crunch them. There's numbers to crunch there. Do you like data processing? You can come up with the stats. I'm sure AI will figure it out in no time. And it'll tell us that we're in a simulation. The age of Aquarius, where the knowledge will just flow like a bucket. Isn't it weird? It's the new God. Is that the new God? Is the AI going to be the new God? I don't know. Is that the Holy Spirit? I always thought it was going to be the Holy Spirit. Each generation, you get a new God. Pisces with fish. Why is there four guardian? A guardian cherub has 4 faces: a man, an ox, a lion, and an eagle, which also represent 4 zodiacs out of 3. Each cherub represents each face of the cherub represents 3 zodiac houses, which is 6. It's 3 times 2,500 years. The astrology and shit's in the Bible. Like it's wild when you know what you're looking for. It's crazy. The Age of Aquarius. It's cool. Does that, and also if you want to troll people who do horoscopes, you can troll them there too. It's fun. Troll them with horoscopes. Because if we're moving into the Age of Aquarius, which means it pushes Pisces over, which everyone pushes over. So if you were Pisces, you're now an Aquarius, how does that fuck you up? And it throws out all the mysticism behind astrology and the charts, and you're this personality and that personality and this personality. Well, not if your fucking horoscope changes every 2,500 years. It's not very consistent. People are changing over this lifetime, over this generation. They're changing. They're having personality. I wonder if people are going to have personality changes now. Yeah. Well, it's because my sign has changed. I'm a different person. That'd be funny. Well, I'm out of here. I'm not even going to do an hour. Sorry, Trev. That's all I can do. Peace out, people.